Hello, everybody. I just wanted to introduce you to the Pearson Online Homework because I know that it's new for your student this year, and I just want to answer the question of what is it and why do we use it. So Pearson is the company that creates your MCAS, SATs, PSATs, AccuPlacer, all your major high-stake testing that's online. When they go to college, I know currently students that are coming back to me for some help also have Pearson online homework in college. So the decision was made by the district that we would be using the Pearson program for Algebra 1, Geometry, and Algebra 2 to get your students comfortable with it. So this is not a video on pros and cons of online testing or even high-stake testing in itself. It really does not matter what my opinion is of it. It's here. Your kids are right in the middle of it. That will be their claim to fame. They'll be telling their children how they used to use bubble sheets and number 2 pencils, and their children will be amazed that that used to happen. So online testing is here. And so we really need to get our kids used to that. And part of it is the online homework. They have access to this homework multiple ways. It's listed in their Google Classroom. They can click on the Google Classroom link. They can go into Pearson directly, or I use the Remind app. Usually I'll send the link right there. It is accessible on any device whatsoever. They can even download an app and do it on their cell phone even when there is not internet connection around. And then when they are near internet connection, it will go ahead and update it and it will be done. There's no paper, so they're not losing anything. There's no schlepping around textbooks. And again, being able to do it on their cell phone, you can take it anywhere. So let's take a peek, see what it looks like. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do number 2, I think, because that's what I'm prepared to talk about. Okay, so first of all, we've taken direct instruction notes and have done your turns just like every other class. So they have seen this problem in class. They actually have seen this problem in 7th grade advanced. I am front-loading the tech stuff, so it does appear probably your first week and a half of school that I do a ton of tech, when really I do about 50-50. So some of their assignments will be on paper, and some of it will be online. Again, I'm front-loading the tech things that I use because I know that they're comfortable with the math and they can concentrate on learning the technology. So here's a typical problem, and this is the problem that they're going to see their first day. And usually they know how to do it. But say they don't even know where to begin. They weren't paying attention, or they were absent, or who knows what, they're nervous. If you hit this question help, and you can hit help me solve this, and it will give them what they should do, their first step, and it will walk them right through it. So it says first simplify the left side of the equation, and they can go ahead and check it. So I have 8 minus 5, which would give me 3. Negative 12 minus 2 is going to give me negative 14x. And I can check. I go ahead and I can check again. It's talking me, basically this is talking me through the problem. The other thing I can do is I can view an example. As you can see, the example is set up exactly like the problem that's given, and it's showing them the steps this way. So if your child learns better by seeing a worked out solution and they didn't have their notes with them, they can do that. If they prefer to look at their textbook for an example, this pulls up their textbook for them, and they can go through and read through their textbook. And then, of course, there's always the actual notes that I give them that go directly with these types of problems. One thing that's different is they need to type the answer as an integer or as a simplified fraction. It does not take decimals, or if it does take decimals, it will say type it as a decimal or a simplified fraction. It tells you how to enter your answer. Now, say your child doesn't remember what an integer is. There's a glossary tool right here. And you can just type in the word integer. Here it is. And it will remind them what an integer is. It will read it to them if they want to.
Numbers and their opposites.
Whatever they would like. Math tools, there's a calculator right here. Should be. There is not. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and solve this, or try to solve it. So if I have 8 minus 5, I'm getting 3. And negative 18 minus 3 gives me negative 21. So I have 3 minus 21x. And your child should be writing this down so that they can solve it. I know I'm going to go ahead and I have negative 21x, subtract my 3. I'm getting 3 there. I have x equals negative 3 over 21, which is x equals negative 1/7. So say I don't feel like doing that and I just type in a 2. Again, it's going to tell me you get 3 tries to do this correctly. It's going to tell me again how to do it. I sometimes get these, which makes me oh so happy. IDK or IDC. Again, it's not going to be okay with that. And say I did make a mistake, and instead of coming out with negative 1/7, I did positive 1/7. And this is my final check. I had 3 chances of getting this right. I have plenty of help here. And I check it, and I got it wrong. It's telling me that the correct answer was negative 1/7, and my answer was positive 1/7. I have a couple of things I can do here. I can go ahead and keep this wrong, or I can do a similar question and do that question correctly, and it will override it. Asking them to do 75% correct. So say I decide to, oh, geez, I just dropped the negative. I'm going to use that as one of my wrongs, and I go on to the next problem. At the end, when you review your progress, there's 12 problems here, so I needed to get 9 of them correct. And say I did not get 9 of them correct, I can still have the opportunity to go back, view this question, and go ahead and get a similar question, which will be exactly like the one there, but different numbers, and go ahead and attempt to solve that one correct. So it's almost as if having your own private tutor here. There is really no reason not to get these correct. If you want to do a little upfront work, it is just 12 problems. It's 12 problems of exactly what we worked on during our lesson. And it gives them all these scaffolding and all these ways to get things correct. So again, I just wanted to show you it so that you can see it and be aware of what the online homework looks like. Thank you.